Michael, here at Chester Racecourses for one last dance with your old mucker, Phil Taylor. It's been a while, isn't it?
Yes, definitely been a while, but if I look also, he said he's going to retire next year, and I ain't got any bookings with him the rest of the year, so this is probably going to be our last dance, and I'm looking forward to play him. It's what he did for the sport of darts is immense. People probably don't understand, but to play against him is always nice.
He's obviously going to retire, but his performances of late haven't been great. Has he maybe gone on a little bit too long for someone of his stature?
If I was him and whatever he tells me, how much houses and everything he got, it's true, I won't play there. Of course not.
The rivalry that you had with him across the years, has that been your greatest time in this sport? Is that the one that pushed you the most?
Of course, but that's how it goes with darts. People pushing, it's like a big domino game. Raymond tried to push Taylor, worked out, but not really well. I come over from the video to the PC, I push Taylor big time. Now you got Luke that tried to push the other guys, and with that in mind, it makes the other players better, and that's good for sports.
The rivalry that you had with him, we saw some electric moments. Have you got one favourite moment from that rivalry with him?
100%. The Premier League win against him and then hitting the 1-3-2 finish. Yeah. That was an incredible moment because a few months before that, I lost the World Final against him. And unfortunately that happens, but you need to always make sure you try to find a way to bounce back and to believe in your own ability and to move on, and that's what I'm doing.
Obviously, this year coming up, it's a big year for you. I know you don't look at it too much, but are you fully aware of how much of your ranking money you're defending this year? I think it's about 73%, which is a lot for you. Normally it's kind of split evenly across the years, but it's a bit lopsided for you this year.
I know, definitely. This year I have a lot to defend, but I'm also, if you look the way how I play now at the beginning of the year compared to last year, I think I also play 80% better than last year. Yeah. So if you look to that perspective, I think I can do a lot better this year. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I feel good. I feel comfortable, and with that in mind, it doesn't really matter wherever I have to defend. I don't really look. People remind me of it, but I don't think about things like that.
Does that almost like switch you on though? The fact, hang on a minute, I need to do something this year because I am defending. Does that like flip the switch again?
No, it's not only that. I think it's the whole combination. With me playing okay last year, good in few tournaments, poorly in a lot of tournaments. You need to find the right balance for yourself, and of course there's still a lot to get from me, and I know that, and still there's pressure on my shoulders. But I'm looking at tournament this year, and I still know and think there's a lot to come from me.
That's something that I don't think I've ever heard you say before, tournament by tournament, because beforehand, I remember speaking to you over the years, you've almost mapped your year out at the beginning of the year. It seems a real mindset shift from you.
It's definitely a different mindset, because also last year I didn't really enjoy the Premier League. Of course I won 3 nights, but I didn't enjoy it. And then when you don't enjoy things, you don't really want to be there, and then you're only going to work against yourself, and you need to try to turn that around. And because I love to play on the stage, I love to do what I do, but that's the way how I try to do the mind change and look at week by week, and don't put yourself any targets, because targets never go there, or you win more, you win less, or it only can go work against you. And why was I doing that all them years?
So you returned to Pro Tour action this week, just gone as well?
I think I played well in a lot of games, of course poorly a few, but reached semi-final and the board final, so it's not too bad, so it's good enough.
I know it's difficult for you to play in everything because obviously your demand across the world is huge, and obviously balancing work, family, everything is tough, but last year did you maybe not play in enough Pro Tours just to be that little bit sharp?
No, it's not. I don't think last year the Pro Tours I played, I wasn't there with the right intent, with the right reason. Yeah. I was there because I have to be here.
Yeah, of course.
And now I'm going to a Pro Tour. I'm not here because I don't want to be here, or I want to be here because I want to perform well. And that's different.
That's interesting to hear you say that, because you always say the right things to the cameras, and when people you ask, you're great at saying it. But now this is like you strip back and going, actually, I wasn't in the right frame of mind for this.
I wasn't. I made a lot of mistakes. But me and myself and Vincent, and of course a good friend of myself as well, Harold, we spoke a lot of things, and then you're gonna think about things. Hey, where can I do better? Where have I been making mistakes, or what can I do to progress my own ability, my own perform? And then you come to the right conclusion. But you first need to look yourself in the mirror and always blame yourself. You know what I mean? And of course I can do a lot better, and the pressure's always on my shoulder, but you always need to find a way to go forward.
Touching on what you said there, obviously I know that Vincent, obviously I know Harold as well, quite close, and he was talking about you in a good way as well, that he'd seen the change. And did you need someone just to give you that reminder that you get from those two?
Everyone in DAS needs it sometimes. Everyone needs a reality check, or hey, get a little slap on the bum. Hey, this doesn't go well, that doesn't go well, this can go better. You need to also stand open for it, to make sure you want to go better. If you don't want to be in that position, you're going to end up like other players, for instance, Adrian Lewis or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I know people always think, a professional DAS player is easy, do this, you win money. It's not about money. It's a lot about pride. You have to invest a lot of time. You are away with your family a lot.
Of course.
So you need to find the right balance, and then you need to also make sure you step into the right directions at certain moments to make your game better.
Just listening to you talk here, because I haven't heard you speak like this for a long time. Maybe did you get a little bit complacent within yourself?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes I think, what am I doing now? Yeah, that's the way how it is. And then you need to have a reality check. I think I'm doing well now. I feel good now, and that's really important.
Obviously, we know you've had a lot of surgery done as well with your wrist.
I got one more to go. One big one.
Is that, once that's all done, is that a relief for you as well?
Probably as well. Of course, my bite's not been good for years now. It's difficult for me to bite proper on my food and everything. And it annoys me, so I need to make sure I get it fixed. My operation is the day after the final of the match play.
Not hanging around.
So, I hope I can be in the hospital bed with a hangover after a nice celebration of my win. But we're going to see what's going to happen. But no, that's the plan for this year.
Obviously, the focus intensity that you've got this year, I haven't seen that for a while. And when Luke Littler did what he did at the Worlds, we all know, and I don't mind saying this to you, that you love to be the centre of attention. You love people talking about you and what you're doing. Did that fire you up again, that the fact people weren't talking about you?
I totally understand it. Well, he's English, yeah?
Yeah.
If I was English, oh my God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over the years. But that's the way how it is, and you have to accept it.
Yeah.
And you have to battle it, you have to face it, and have to answer it. And that's what you do. We're winning in the battles.
Absolutely. UK Open coming up. Minehead is a place that you have great memories of.
Yeah.
That smirk says it all, that you know that when you go there, special things happen.
I've won so many tournaments in that venue, so always when I get there, I feel comfortable, and that's what you want.
A score to put right as well after the final last year, because it was a final that you lost.
I said that early doors. I said last year, of course, I played fantastic darts, but the final I let myself down big time, and I should have won that tournament. But you only can blame yourself for things like that, and then you have to move on. Hey, where can I do better? But last year was more a thing from, hey, I lost more finals in the same with the same scenario that I all of a sudden dropped down, and then you need to look, hey, why is that? You know what I mean? And then me and Vincent spoke a lot about things like that, and then from there on, you can move forward, and that's what you want.
PDC have changed the Euro Tour rules again. Do you like the change that they've now brought in? It
was probably me who said it. I told them 20 times. It's not fair what I did.
Yeah.
But everyone makes mistakes. No one is perfect. Yeah. But it shows the class of the PDC that I say, hey, what we did wasn't right.
Yeah, absolutely.
They spoke with the board, and now I think it's fair. Everyone has to win, wherever you are. I think that's fair for everyone. Of course, you always got people that will moan, but that's the way how it is.
Just listening on you talk here, it's really open. I haven't seen this for a while and opening up like this. And you don't get much criticism, but last year you got a fair bit, like you say, for losing in too many finals.
But then you deserve it.
Does that still hurt when you get criticism?
No, it doesn't deserve, because I can take it. I can take criticism really, really good.
Yeah.
But it's what are you doing with it? How are you dealing with certain circumstances?
Yeah.
How are you dealing with criticism? Of course, it's not nice, but they don't come from nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's always some kind of truth in there, so you need to think about things. That's what I'm doing.
And again, I've heard you speak about what you'd like to see, how darts evolves. If you could take one tournament and change it, what would you like to see come in to make it a little bit different?
I think the PDC is doing a great job with loads of tournaments, of course, but for instance, the Masters for me should be nice. 1,001 tournament, best of 5 or something.
Yeah.
Just for a change, something like that.
The way darts is evolving, because it's always been quite a niche sport, but the way darts has exploded, especially in the UK now, we've got mainstream media reporting on darts, and does that almost change the dynamics of the sport to come up with something to keep it relevant and keep the casual fan engaged with it?
I think the PDC, the fans, the players, I think it's all there to grab, and I think darts is a really, really good product. And of course, there's still more to come, I think, but it takes years. We all know where we come from.
Yeah.
And so I think we can be proud of ourselves. I think everyone who's involved in darts, and we have to move forward. That's the way how it is.
Michael, it's an absolute pleasure talking to you, mate. Thank you very much as always.
You're welcome.